All right, boys and girls, welcome back to Kingfisher Outdoors. I'm Uncle Don, and today I've got my cutting mat out, and we're going to be looking at some new blades I got in. This is from a manufacturer I hadn't really heard of too much before. The company's called Doom Blade. And I say the company's called Doom Blade. That might not be the name of the company because I've looked them up online and I can't find it. These really match a lot of the quality and fit and finish and stuff match some other companies out there that I've seen of the budget Chinese version. So it might just be some spin-off of a company that's already out there producing, maybe like Grow or Kanku or one of those guys. Anyway, these are great blades, and stay tuned. Let's get into it. I wanted to just give a quick disclaimer on this channel. This is a new channel, so please like and subscribe if you like what you see, if you think it's helpful. But I don't know a whole lot about the hobby of knife collecting, and when it comes to all of the terms and different names and vocabulary. I know how to use a knife, though. I've been using a knife for a long time, since I was young, just working and camping and hiking and backpacking and paddling and all that kind of stuff. I'm an outdoors type of person. I will tell you, though, when it comes to some of this terminology, I had to look some things up. But I'm getting there on steel hardness and types of steel. Not an expert. All right, but let's get into this. So anyway, we're doing a Doom blade. I have three blades that we're looking at today. I thought about apologizing, but it's not my fault. But I will tell you there's an issue here. This company, my biggest con so far for this company is all front office stuff. I have some front office problems with their front office, with their communication and marketing, and I'll get into that in a minute. So we're going to go through these three blades. When I was surfing around on eBay, I've been really in love for the past 7 or 8 months with the Ganzo knives. I've got several. I'm looking at about 7 or 8 Ganzos I've bought so far. And I really like them, and every time I would look at finding a good deal on Ganzos on eBay, this joker right here would pop up. You know, you scroll to the bottom and it makes suggestions on eBay. I couldn't find these at all on Amazon, the Doom Blade brand. This thing has just been calling my name, though. I looked at it, the picture they took on eBay showed the handle material, this G10 handle material, and all the different grain in here, and it just looked great. I just thought it looked great. But I saw this Doom blade, and I said, that's lame. That's a silly name. And so I just never did get it, but it kept popping up. Finally, I ordered it, and man, I was so impressed with this thing. I was so impressed with this knife. I love this knife. And so I said, all right, well, let me just do that. I'll just order 2 more. They're very cheap. And all of these are under 20, by the way. I'll order 2 more, do a video, and see if I can compare them to some Ganzos and stuff like that. So that's kind of the story behind it. So let's get into this joker. All right, this one here. Oh, also, what I was going to apologize for is model numbers and stuff like that. They were not good about telling me what they were. So I'll give the information as I go. So this one right here is the DBSQ 0011. Desert. That's the only reason I know that number goes with this one, is because it's the color that I ordered. And I'll get into it in a minute. So that's the model number for this. Again, it's Doom Blade. So let's check this guy out. It has the blade length is 3 3/8. The thickness, man. This is the thickness. Is 3.7 millimeters. The HRC, according to the ad where I bought it, is 60 to 61. That's on all of them. D2. Let's see here. They marked D2. Just like I feel like all these budget Chinese have that same D2 stamp. It's like a bunch of guys got together and started doing it. The fit and finish on this is just excellent. All right, so let's get. Okay, we have G10 scales according to the thing. Ball bearing action, smooth as silk. The thickness of this handle is 15.9 millimeter. Check out the clip. That feels solid. I like the wide clip on this. All 3 of these knives are fairly heavy. They're fairly thick. If you like a lighter knife, you might not like these. But I feel like they just decided we're just going to over-engineer it as far as the weight and bigness of it. So it's a liner lock, not embedded. The liners are not embedded, if I'm saying all that right. Lock up. Here's a look at the lockup on that. Okay, and check your alignment. It looks freaking pretty daggone close. There's a view through the backside. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a look at this. This is smooth. I can't say enough about this one. This is my favorite of the three. So, and then like I said, that was the model number. Now let's check out this. On the eBay ad for this one, and I'll put that in the comment section, or in the description section. And this one, it said for model, it said police. For both of these, it said police. Doesn't give a model number. So I'm going to give you the model number of what I think this one is, but I pulled this one and this one out of the box. And now that I do, I don't know which one's which as far as a model number. But I'll put the links down below, and you can figure out which, because it doesn't say in their ad. So DBSQ0010 black. All right. This is also D2, also ball bearing, also G10 scales. The length on this blade is 3 3/8. The HRC 6061, like I said, thickness is a little bit thicker, and it's 3.8 millimeters thick. These guys, man, it just feels good. Action. I mean, and like I said, I'm a rookie when it comes to opening and closing knives. You know, some of you guys are all smooth with it. This thing here, it's just like butter. Check the clip. There we go. If you look through the back of this guy. Okay. All right. That's this one. Total length on this is 3 3/4. Price is $17.99. Oh, I did not tell you the price on this one, which was $16.99, I think. 16 something. 16.14 is what I have written down. 16.14. This one is $17.99. I mean, you can't even beat this. Well, I take that back. You can beat this. You can beat it with a hammer. I'd like to see somebody do some stress testing on this guy. All right, let's check out the last one here. This one also, they called it the police model. It's more of a Kwaiken style, or Kwaiken. And I compare this to the Ganzo FH11, which I have a couple, and I might do a little comparison video between that. Check out the thickness on this. Let me just show you. Okay, so I didn't measure. This is Rat Model 1, Ontario Rat Model 1. Okay, look at that. I thought this was a pretty decently thick blade, and this is D2 also. Okay, see there? D2. And look at this joker. Coming in, I don't know if that's double or not. Is that double? Shoot, son. They put some steel on this. They put some steel in these. Action. I'll do it again. Alright, so you got our thickness on this is 14.1. 14.3 on this one. The blade length is 4 5/8. G10 scales. Total length of this guy is 8 1/4. So this is the longest out of the three. The pros on all three of these knives, I'm going to give pros and cons on this. Pros are obviously, so let me just say, as a factory guy, as a production person, pros are the boys on the line making this. I'm just going to tell you, the designer and the guys in the back putting these together, that's the pros. The Nimrods up front that are slacking on the job, that's the cons. And so I'll go into the details of what I mean by that. Okay, so the production boys that made this, these are very smooth on the edges. The milling on the edges is very nice and easy to hold. I don't feel too many hot spots. Some of the cheaper Chinese knives, you feel it right through here and it just feels real scrapey. Not on these guys, right? So fit and finish is good. The heft is just, you know you're holding a knife, boys, when you're holding this one. Durability, I haven't done any durability on it, but it just, some things feel like you can tell they're going to be durable. And I could be wrong. There might be a little pin or something in here that would fail, and who knows. But for right now, I will give this A on all of the production stuff. The only fit and finish thing I would say is on this one, the other police model, is this is very rough. So it's nice and grippy, but I probably, if I carried this around, I'd probably take it to the shop and put some 120 grit on there and rub it down till that one maybe was a little bit smoother. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. Oh, I didn't show you the... Okay. Now this one is slightly off center. Let's look at the lockup on that. All right. Okay, we're pretty decent. Let's pop it and see what happens. Let's do a little popping right now. It's not terrible. All right. Those are my pros. Cons. Again, front office. The boys in the front office. Here's what they're doing wrong. Okay. What is this? This is so slipping. All right, I'll just show you this one. All right, this is what my CRKT squid came in. Right. Let's see what I have around here. Okay, my rake, which this is a smooth knife right here too. Ooh, slick boys. This is what that came in. This packaging says, we are proud of this knife. We know our guys in the back are working hard. We're going to present it good so it'll sell better. Not some, welcome to slippin.com. Click here if you can't even figure out a good looking box. All right, so that's the packaging. Is just sorry. There's no excuse for me not being able to find a model number. I got 2 college degrees. I'm an English teacher. I know how to research, and I've researched all over, and I haven't been able to find model numbers with this. I didn't see it on the page. Now they might see this video and fix it, or maybe I could have made a mistake. I know that, but so that also. What's the name of this knife? What's this name? Okay, police model. Like this is Doom Blade Police. I'm okay with that. This sounds kind of gas station-y. It sounds like if for any of y'all that have been to Gatlinburg or Helen, Georgia, something like that, they have these quote-unquote knife stores. I could see Doom Blade being something out of there. So the boys up front of this company got some work to do. Also, they can make it more available instead of just having to go on eBay. The shipping was free on these, and I got them in 3 or 4 days. So that was pretty good. I've ordered some Ganzos where the shipping was free, and it took 5 weeks. And it just came from China. You saw the Chinese names when you went to tracking on it. All right, I wanted to give everybody a first shot look at this. If I could recommend one of these 3, I would recommend this sheep's foot looking deal here. This thing, man, it just feels so good in the hand. All of them are pretty good. Like I said, I would want to rub this down a little bit. Rest of them look sharp. I'll compare this later on. I'll make a video comparing this to the FH11. The Kwaiken Style. All right, guys, I want you to stay curious. That's one of my mottos in life is people who are teaching or learning are always happier than people who think they know everything. So stay curious out there. We'll see you and have a good one.